the great Yasusano. King. All right, King. We're not gonna do this. Jaquan Young. Yep. Yeah. Probably. I mean, I don't upload nothing. That's an achievement. Thank you. Yeah, my most video got like 300. I just start. Oh, it's not. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, it's not. It wasn't doing it. Yeah, I am right now. Okay. Yeah. Summoner. So King, you know, and I know you playing Genshin, but you can see you can play the Yu-Gi-Oh class. Both of them are. So the astrologian is because you actually use cards and like a whole dual deck. The only reason I say Yu-Gi-Oh though is because like I cast the player itself cast spells as well as like the creature can attack with like a spell too. So it's kind of like a hybrid of both. Where astrologian, you know, strictly cards, but the cards do stuff though. Oh, you in that beast mode? Alright, we're about to do a 55 dungeon. Oh, alrighty. You playing a healer, ain't you? Yep, uh-huh. Well, you about to main one of the most goated classes in the entire game, so... Healers and tanks, you don't need DPS. We're expendable. Yeah, I know we get it as a thing, as a mount. Well, this is spoiling shit, but it's okay, beast mode. Yeah, the thing that I'm riding on, I get a different dragon as a mount, not that one though. There's a lot of cool mounts though. So, like, I mean, there is like the one from Monster Hunter. There's all types of wolves. There are different versions of dragons, including like a traditional dragon, I guess you could say. There's King. There's a Pegasus mount you got. No, no, no. There was some more offensive. You got a Pegasus mount that couldn't fly. You think I'm joking? Yeah, we watching the whole cutscene beast mode. That's what we're doing right now. That's how this should be. This should be live. There's better cutscenes than this, but this is a good one though. Interesting one. Alrighty. Yeah. So this is a light party. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, 24? Yeah, yeah. A 24 is basically what happens when you get 8 people. So you get two tanks, two tanks, huh?
No, it has to be in your complex.
Oh, oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. I
so
thought it
like
was just
on
like
your
the other
like
one.
what do you call it, office computer, there's only
Oh,
three
I need to
people.
hold on.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. I lied. You can actually log in. You just won't be able to like check it out if you have to scan the ID,
Hold
right?
on.
Yeah. So like, you have to have like the scanner thing
I
plugged
just
in.
put an ability on my bar. That's what I just did right there, beast mode. I know it's a little bit delayed for you, but you should see it. Damn, my nigga,
That's pretty
y'all
neat.
running through this mug. What he just said.
So what did it end up being?
But yeah, they do got some fancy ass names in here. So on the left, the red symbol is a DPS. The blue symbol is a tank. The green healer. So if you look on the left, you find exactly like
Yeah.
who's who, like who's your damage, who's your healer. Yeah. Mm.
I think there's something up.
Okay. So have a brain. I got you.
If there's some smoke coming out of Chitwood or Weymouth, we know what happened. Not the moment.
Well, they start you off pretty light though.
We're not getting her over here.
I know what everything does, and it's a little bit more simpler than that too because certain abilities share a lot of them share like recast timers, meaning that if I activate my one right here,
Yep,
those
yep.
other abilities that you see have like a clock going, I can't activate them.
Okay.
So there's only a certain amount you can activate at one time.
Because you said you got the message there,
Oh,
right? So that means that like either someone logged in
oh,
as this
oh!
or
I did
something.
not mean to. So these abilities that cause a timer, but there's also abilities that have cast time. So while I'm casting this ability, it takes time to do that. Versus if I hit this ability, it's instant, but it still has a timer.
You tell them.
And so the game,
You tell them there's no
yeah, the
time.
game will start you off with like one ability, and then you get like a second one at level 2 or whatever, and it goes pretty slow. It goes slow enough to where you can actually like learn what it does before you start getting more. I'm level 56 though, so at this point, if you only have 3 abilities, something's wrong. I'm dodging those abilities.
Interesting.
With no circle rod, that mean ability will hit. Then I can zoom and you can see this man head.
Why not just get pepper spray? Why not get a taser? Well, you should probably charge it.
He was like a mini boss. So if you
Android.
look on,
Oh, okay.
exactly. And so obviously, the higher level dungeon you're doing, the more you're gonna have.
Yeah. That's very interesting. I don't know how that happened.
Okay, he's hitting. Okay. Mhm. Mhm.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's
So our
like
mechanics. So basically, what he's doing as the tank, since you're gonna be playing tank, is the tank a person is in charge of aggroing the monsters. So they have abilities that'll passively make monsters want to attack them over you, and then they also have abilities that can build up what is called immunity. So build up basically their attention on you.
Whatchamacallit.
And so the tank, what the tanks also
So
can
it's
do is
like,
instead of
okay, so my
going
hero,
by
like
one
my
enemy at a
character, she
time,
like
they can
wrote
get a
music
crowd
like
if the
very quickly,
healer
and I kept on
can heal
talking,
the
right?
tank
And then
enough
when
for
we
y'all
got
to
to
get
she
through it.
stopped writing. And I was like, oh, that's how you know this is just formality. She just stopped writing.
And I'm activating my AoE stuff
Yeah.
since there was crowds of enemies.
And you should have seen Derek. Derek was like, if you get rehired. I was like, no, you don't even have to use that word. You say when I get rehired. That's what I told about mine too. I was like, you know, the reason, like I do these like mid-semester checks, and it always comes back to residents. I'm here for them.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
What?
And there's also like rooms that you can open to get a chest, and like they'll have extra things guarding it. But you can, if you wanted
Well,
to,
I
actually
talked to
just
my
speed through the
hero,
whole
and I was
dungeon and
asking him,
not
I was
go
like,
for extra
so what
monsters and
happens
things
if
like
people
that.
graduate in
But of
December?
course,
Can
you get
someone
more
go to
XP if you
complex
do that.
transitions in the middle of the year? And she's like, yes, but typically that like doesn't happen. See, I wasn't even transferring. I was asking for you.
And you can also sort. You can put any ability in any slot that you wanted in. So like me, how I got my stuff set up is over here on the left side of the
Get
screen.
ready to hold it in
I
both.
have more so
She's like,
abilities I'm
get
just only
ready.
gonna press like once in a fight, versus over here are abilities I'm gonna pretty much spam off cooldown.
Get me
So I
moving.
got it sorted a little bit.
We have an opening in, what do you call it, Murray. Oh, and in Honors too. One of our coworkers is leaving.
As long as a tank, you be a tank.
Like after the semester's over. Oh my god.
Uh,
Violation of no contact
all
order.
right.
Well, it's Kimberly. She's the one in
Mhm.
charge of nerds.
Got you.
I haven't met her either. I just know she's presented one time. Oh, I'm actually waiting for one of the pledges to get me.
Yeah, he didn't need to use that.
I actually talked with him. See, I'm a good person. Yeah. He needs my signature, so that's why. I mean, yeah. Very powerful. But I like Psychopter good.
You can also change the targeter.
Yep. Alright, I'll see you later. Actually, at 8, an hour from now.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't hit that.
Alright, see ya. Bye.
I can also play in first person, but like, don't do that. It is. Make sure everything wants to fight you. Mm. Oh, Black Desert don't have that.
Okay. Are you parked or are you in the building? Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm just waiting for you, so you're good. Yeah, just come to the come into the lobby, and then we'll just chat, and then you'll be good. Yeah. Yep. All right. I'll see you in a bit. Yep. Bye.
Word. Hey, Beast Mode, you stood up. Mm. Beast Mode. Beast Mode. This fight about to be fire. So, what do you mean? Ew. Where was it? I got you. Hmm. Who said 2K trash? Okay, and be closer. Okay. Alright, I got you. Hmm? What? That's his. That's yeah. He has an AOE attack. Come on, this ain't Black Desert. I got you. Killed it. Oh, he ain't even did. Yeah, he ain't did the whole much shit yet. It adds up, and he also fires a fireball forward. Okay. Why the hell would I do that? This man want me to kill myself. Look, nigga, that nigga just died. Oh, that was the enemy. Oh. Alright, and I have... Oh, okay, great. Oh, and beast mode. On the left side of the screen, you see... Hold on. You see that red pet, and then there's like a blue one, and then like a orange one. You see all that? Alright, so those are my different pets, and each of those pets is like, one's good for like single target, one's good for AoE, another one can like help shield and stuff. Yeah, so I pick which one I want to summon. And then over here, the ability on the left. This man want me to kill myself. Oh, I got how he's targeting me. Bruh. We'll beat up the dragon. Dungeons have less mechanics than like raids and like true boss battles where you just go in and just straight up fight the boss. Trial. And those ones have different things, like as a tank, for one, you actually have to swap tank with another person, and then each one has to tank it at any given period of time. The person that isn't tanking has to go and get 3 of those basically lightning things that drop, and then go back to tank it while that tank goes, and then he picks up the things. But then if you get marked, then you have to go inside this circle A, and then wait as the person heals you, and then like the mark gets cleared, and then you have to go back to the fight. Nigga, I know. It's ain't Black Desert. There are mechanics. There is a story. There are mounts that you don't have to feed. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Alright. I'm telling you, it's a good story, bro. I'm telling you, it's a good story. You ever seen a good anime? It's a good story, bro. Like, it is. Because most of them have a shit story, but this actually has a story that actually is good. Like, emotional good. The end of the base game, Realm Reborn, so level 1 through 50. The ending was basically several cutscenes kind of put together, right? And there was talking, voice acting, and emotional things. This basically, the princess that we've been protecting essentially got poisoned, and we got blamed for it when we didn't do shit. And as a result, like a big fight happened or whatever, like a lot of fights happened, a lot of animosity, and the dude went and one of our dudes' arms got chopped off and got captured prisoner. The rest of us were people were trying to kill us and execute us, and so we had to basically leave. And then these people at this big kingdom invited us to their kingdom, and we went and we lived here. Watch this cutscene. And we went and we had to live there, essentially, because we were essentially outcasts from the place, even though we risked our life and limb to stop the primals, which were these mystical beings, legendary, like, I guess, beings, gods, whatever you want to call them, were trying to basically destroy the world we live in currently. And we essentially risked our life and limb to stop them and help everybody, and then in return for it, they basically, there was a coup, it's called like a coup, where basically some people were trying to undermine the place and destroy it. I mean, like, undermine the law, essentially, and like basically that's what's called coup. Like when you we secretly plot against the leader of wherever you're at. Essentially, is what happened. And as you can see, this badass customer there, that nigga just killed the dragon. He killed that dragon, Nidhogg, because Nidhogg wanted to raise war against Ishgard. Ishgard's the place where I live at. It's like a big-ass castle place. Think of knights and things like that. And the dude Nidhogg wanted to attack it and all his dragons and basically destroy the place. So that dude... His people. And that was, how many years ago was that? 1200? It was 1200, right? Like 2,000 years ago. Yeah, it's beast mode. And it's beast mode. I've told you 1/50th of the story. The last scene was emotional as fuck for Realm Reborn, and I didn't cry, but like I felt like emotional because there was a whole bunch of sad and crazy shit going on. And the lady we were with, I'm not done, beast mode. You just don't want to give it a chance. I know, but I'm gonna convince you to, nigga. I said you don't want to give the story a chance. I said you don't want to give the story a chance, but I said that I'm going to force you to give the story a chance. Is what I said. Convince you. So if you won't skip them, at least watch the ones where people talk. Okay. So like if people are like talking, but it's just like the chat box, okay, skip it. Keep skipping the beast mode if that's what you feel like you need to do. But at least watch the ones. You hear this? All right. We're gonna turn him into a believer, Itachi. It will. King wasn't fucking with it either, and now he's starting to like watch the shit because there's some intense shit happening. Niggas getting betrayed. Side shit happening. Niggas plotting against each other. No, I'm not gonna tell you though. I'm not gonna tell you though. All right. You got something against MMOs, but this MMO different. You just hate story. You just hate story in video games. Nigga, I don't either. Nigga, I've never played another Final Fantasy game except a fucking fighting one, and that was for about 30 minutes. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth, nigga. All the shit I'm telling you is shit I learned through the fucking story. Because the story tells you shit, nigga. Huh. Yeah. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for explaining it better. Yeah, independent. The or or like chocobos, which are like this type of like mount or whatever. The horse. Mm-hmm. It's its complete own story. This one. It's not connected to 14. It's not connected to 15, 13, 12, 11. Each of them has their own story. They're different characters, or sometimes recurring characters, like he said. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's what I thought too. Going into this one, I was like, okay, I'm completely new to Final Fantasy shit. I don't get shit. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try the game, and I tried it 4 different times and didn't like it. Not one of the 4 times. I didn't keep playing it. I stopped playing, and I got the first I got was like level 13, and I put the game down over and over again until he got with him, and then he explained at least like the core things, like mechanics and what different things mean, at least just to give me like a ground to stand on in the game. And then as I kept playing, I would skip cutscenes too, right? I would skip talking because I just wanted to play the game and just understand and experience this shit. But then I started to watch some of the stuff, and then as I started to watch some of the stuff, I was like, oh shit, whoa, 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 what the hell is going on? Whoa, 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 that nigga killed your mom. Whoa, whoa, and just kept watching it, and then like it just got more interesting and more interesting and more interesting, and then I learned that the DLC stories are even better than the story that I've already seen. So it's like, well, shit. Beast Mode's that better. That man not even here. Oh lord. Oh, we asking big fellas, you giving the game a chance, so give the story a chance because the story's a part of the game. I said give it a chance. And I'm telling you to. So give it a chance. But I will tell you the story gets more interesting towards the end, towards the later levels of the story. So like towards, like 40 plus. I'm not telling you to because that's world building. So like that's what they're starting to do is introduce you to the world of Final Fantasy things about it, and that's what that shit is. So if you skip it, you can, but you don't understand shit, then go for it. All right, nigga. We lost as fuck. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. How you doing, King? Playing that Genshin Impact. King, why'd you log on to Smite? King, that was a joke. Please don't. You don't want to. She has a silence on her first ability.
To history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Two wolves can do 1,700 damage to you, King.
Founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus
Well, King,
by a valiant king.
she is King.
In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thorin leading the van.
You said what?
Though the brave king was slain defending his people.
Oh, she's good, King. She's good.
The first Azure Dragoon fought on undaunted.
But King, that means that they have to be unique, King. They can't do that, King. They have to make the same characters.
Forcing the wicked creature into retreat. this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no
You playing a
room for
Wyvern
doubt,
game?
save on one point. If Huldreth took both
You
of
getting a
Nidhogg's
Wyvern?
eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the
Oh.
worm's skull?
Is that game a 10 out of 10, King? In your book?
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Why did his armor change color?
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
Something not right.
But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Peace Smoke. What you doing, big fella? You got a brother? Damn, nigga, so you the little nigga out of everybody. Level up. Oh shit. You ain't gonna say nothing? Jeez, he said congrats on. Why you being mean to him, bro? Now you talking shit to his brother? Ooh. Chill out now. His brother about to whoop his ass. He gonna throw that nigga on the ground and start beating the shit out of him. You said he will never. Tell him that. Tell him again so I can hear you. If any of my little brothers ever told me that, boy, I'd instantly put that nigga in a headlock. I'm gonna have you wanting to tap the fuck out. Cause I'm never gonna look down on me, nigga. I'm not the one. Alright, yeah, your brother obviously he need to put you in your place. You're a little too reckless. It's alright, when we get to Final Fantasy, you tank wrong if you want to. You definitely getting reported. I did my job, you ain't do yours. Nigga, you the tank. Nigga, you put your... Yeah, I'm a DPS. What are you talking about? I ain't your healer. Alright. It's not hard. It might be for you. Oh. What you talking about? I'm gonna make sure I lock in a healer on purpose. As soon as you do that, your heals have stopped, and we ain't gonna complete the dungeon. It's all right. It's all right because if I fail the dungeon, it's all right because I don't need to complete the dungeon. You do because you're gonna be starting out. So if you want to throw it out the window, go for it. All right, we're gonna see. Yo, I can't wait to get in a dungeon when your healer is not doing his job. Ooh. I understand if he get in there and he get with randoms and his healer's not healing, he gonna feel some type of way. your healer be like, bro, I'm a DPS. Yeah, bro. Nah, just report him, keep moving, don't delete the game. There's a concert? Hey, you want to see a concert, Beast Mode? Beast Mode.
You mean the moment
You want to see a concert?
your eye from his head?
Yes. You said, ugh. More than that. Because you can play music in the game too, Beast Mode. I know it's a crazy MMO experience. Yeah, you can play different instruments too. Guitars, flutes.
That's actually for MMO.
Yeah. That's because, yeah, it's an actual MMO. Alright, you play through those places too. Play through those dungeons and get, unlock samurai places, castles, snow biomes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Again, he said Black Desert. I don't know, something wrong with him, bro. So stunned. That's your homie. I asked him, he said, I asked him to play Final Fantasy, he said, no. Did he give it to him, or did he take it? So that he could exact his vengeance? Mm-hmm.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these
He tried to talk
years.
him out of being stupid and causing a whole war over some dumb shit.
Would that
Mhm.
Hudson had dealt the worm a killing blow.
But he didn't realize he probably swelled his magnitude that he did.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also why
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
Mm-hmm.
This one so
Yeah, I never get the blaming stuff on war. I mean, I blame certain people that start stuff, but it's like after people already be in it. Yeah, like, bro, like, oh, you helped him fight us. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, you did kill, like, come on now. Oh, you about to start. Beast Mode, you still watching? It's about to get lit,
my
bro.
life's goal to slay Nidhogg. But I find there is little joy to be had.
It's gonna get lit pretty soon. We're on this card.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature and ended a bloody
Wait,
war
what'd he
in
say?
so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames. And 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet
So Beast Mode,
with all that has passed,
you going home tomorrow, right, big dog? You going home tomorrow, right, big dog?
We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg,
Alright, you ain't gonna be home for another week. It's alright. You ain't gonna be home for another week. It's alright. You gonna say you need help, and I'm like I can't because I'm in class. I'm doing work. I got class for most of the time you gonna be on.
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom?
I knew neither one of them was that, because yeah, he always be doing that. Cause I was watching the trailer for Heavensward and I saw a dragon that I ain't seen yet. I knew it was suspect, cause it felt too easy that we just killed him and nothing happened after all the battle shit I saw in the trailer.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragon Song War by spilling the blood of our own?
Nigga, then why would you?
Right about us.
I know who's.
Get us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait, I would join you.
All right, bro. Be quiet, bro. I got you.
Enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city.
You'll see why Beast Mode, because the story is fucking good, nigga.
Come then, Lady Iceheart.
Nah, nigga, fuck you.
Write the final chapter in this damnable.
You gonna disregard all the writing that they put into all this music and all this other shit? You like, oh no, but that's not like when I played Neverwinter. Yeah, no, it does not, nigga, because Neverwinter is Neverwinter, and this is Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers, and Endwalker by Square Enix, nigga, with Yoshi P. Now look, now watch this fucking video.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence.
No, bitch.
There's no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. But the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers.
Oh, I know.
Very good.
I'm gonna watch all of them just for Beast Mode. You gonna see all that shit.
Of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
No, bitch. It's called A Good Story. You ever heard of one? Alright, well, sit there and pay attention then, big fella. That man actually read manga. He read and watch all this shit, but he don't want to watch this. That's crazy. I'm talking about TV in general. I'm talking about anything. Any show you done ever watched in your life. Any book. No, I ain't. No, this story like an anime. Yeah, it's just as good as some anime I done seen, nigga. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He don't believe it, Itachi. He don't believe it.
It is time for the bringer of light to die.
I said the story. The story. Nigga, the story. Everything that's happening, every person that's talking, everything that's happening, that's the story, nigga. Not the art style, not the, no, nigga, that's the fucking story. Because the book, doesn't have an art style, nigga. And I'm telling you that it is as good as some anime I've seen, if not better than some I've seen. And I granted I've seen a lot. I've seen good and bad, but I'm just letting you know that this story we're going on is one of the best stories I've ever watched and learned about. Because he has something against it.
Comrades, sheathe your
He's
swords.
racist and animist.
There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady!
She is come.
Yeah, for some reason he's still in the party with us.
The war is ended.
With a bunch of people that are other races and people that watch anime and love it. And he knows it, yet he don't got a problem with none of us.
It is so. This adventurer and the
Shut
Azure
bitch ass up.
Dragoon laid the great worm low.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting Trash Man kicked. 100%.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery.
Okay, Yasel, I get your point, but nigga, you think they gonna stand there and let the dragons attack them, nigga? Like, talk to them.
To light that we might all know peace.
Why she not talking to the dragons and not the people?
Dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead.
Yeah.
Let his hatred die.
No, she talked to one of the other ones that was guarding one of the spots we all talked to.
And go in peace.
Have we lost?
I'm just saying.
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Well, then what is she gonna do by getting them to not defend the city if the dragons are still gonna attack regardless?
Peace?
But how? To not attack the dragons.
Let none escape.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern.
I know, but right then at this very moment talking to them, if you tell them not to attack back, that's not gonna stop the dragons from attacking, doing what they already about to do and doing. It just don't make sense. Like, I feel like she should be doing more. Or doing something different. I mean, yeah, they called her a heretic. Yeah, so she definitely that crazy bitch that everybody. Oh, my character look goated. Beast mode. Nigga, you always be disappearing. What you be doing, big fella? Oh. No, you don't gotta be respectful to us. You don't gotta be respectful for us, big fella. Be mean to us. But we play with. I mean, come on now. Like, if you see, I ain't even gonna keep going. But we done played with. You know, we done met. You know. I square. You talking to me? Zora. And then square, and then you said swords. Oh, I didn't know that was a mechanic. What chocobo thing? Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. I know I had him. I just ain't do shit with him. Nah, that's too much work. Goated ass character. Look at that man. What a Johnny. Yeah. Oh shit, wrong teleport. I'm a monkey. No, I just accidentally teleported to the wrong place. I ain't wanna go there. Bruh! Let's go play Black Desert, guys. We'll all download it. Maybe the secret to so stunned some very unusual liking for the game is that he plays with a whole bunch of people. So maybe, guys, let's all go download Black Desert and let's play it. Cool?
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
That's nothing you say.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
So we gonna get this nigga Beast Mode, huh? We gonna trap him.
Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more
Beast Mode, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll probably lock you in a cage and force you to play this game and watch every cutscene where you get tased. I ain't gonna hold you.
My thoughts exactly.
What
The
are
truth
you
revealed to
talking
us
about?
by Hraesvelga, that the origins of the Dragon Song War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace.
Yeah, because niggas, people betray people, because people are crazy, malicious beings.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
Yeah, and that nigga left the party.
Best,
Yeah, we definitely
you'll
show
be
reporting
branded a
him.
heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called.
Is that man Sir Emmerich Dark Knight?
Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to
Good
stop
man,
its
go to.
spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the
That boy,
streets
he
once
got
more.
the finesse.
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
You said what, King? Yeah, he's a cunt.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
No, I don't think it is.
My lady, is it wise
Alright,
to let him
King.
go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that
yeah.
idealism which first drew me to
I need your sister number though.
that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to
since
hinder
they
his
actually
cause,
like
but rather
30
ways
years
to aid
old.
it. Even should the Holy
Everything's
See
legal.
cry heresy.
You cannot mean.
Alright, you'll find out.
If the Lord Commander does not
You'll
return
find
from the
out.
vault at the appointed hour,
I just want to add it to the collection.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason.
They don't have to have
Should
tails.
they
I
reach
like
the wrong
elves.
ears,
That's
you will
something
be
different.
declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I
Oh, I
am
get her
born of
too.
this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone.
Menphilia.
I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
I also fuck your Sally and your Stola.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire
Oh, that's what she
children.
told him.
But even the holiest
Damn.
among us are not immune to temptation.
I like that. Feisty.
Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been
You know what happens when people say no?
But the rumors have plagued him since childhood.
No means no. No means no.
And accused of profiting from his father's influence bespeaks the quality of his character.
Yes.
It is my hope that on this
I would
occasion,
never do
the
that.
burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst
I never
fears
threw
be
my life away
realized,
for a
the
female.
Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Wouldn't throw it away from
He
that
is
either.
our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
No, that'll help him.
Here. The future of
It'll feel good
rests
eventually.
on Sir Emmerich's shoulders.
I think he says every rapist ever. That might be why they do it. I don't know. I like being. Well, they do know there's women out there that like that, right? In fact, most.
Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a
You gotta. That's what they do. They gotta search. They gotta go to the right spots to try to find a bondage enthusiast.
our house that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
And Beast Mode didn't want to watch. Like, you watching, King? You playing Smite, ain't you? Jesus. If you was playing Black Desert, you get kicked. I ain't gonna hold you. I would kick you. Ah! Well, my dude looks like such a fucking Chad. Ah! Yes, I need help. That's what you were wondering. I've got such a funny ass show, bro. Man, Quagmire came out the house and they was like, hey, Pete was like, hey, you good, buddy? Yeah, I'm good. I just check on some of that internet porn. Cause he didn't know. And then when you moved his arm, bro, everybody knew. Okay. Cause he didn't know what it was. And he didn't know what Tinder was either. It was funny as hell, bro. The nigga that out there always talking about giggity giggity goo didn't even know. You can get 8th occurrence in Ishgard? Oh, okay. Damn, I'm about to commit my life to this game. Oh, Jesus. I'm for real, King. I'm glad you're enjoying it more, King. It makes me, honestly, makes my day. At least I think you are. You are, or you aren't? Okay. Are you enjoying it more than when you first played it? King, what do you mean? You were shooting stone at... King, why don't you ask no questions? You said you just figure it out, huh? Jesus, King. Yes, you were indeed. You're doing a lot of things wrong. I can't. Oh, I just completed those missions. Yeah. You said go to character and go to the head spot and hit it. Yeah, I can do it. The options right there. The gear is white. King, what do you enjoy the most about Final Fantasy so far? Let me know, King, if the question is too complicated so we can avoid. Nigga, which ones are accessories? Where do you see? Where do you see? I don't see the white. What white am I looking for? I see Gil. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Uh huh. Oh fuck. Hiccups. Yes. I have to gargle some water. Or I could just drink this bottle of water next to me. And then I'm completely cured. Yeah, because no problem. And apparently it's also our body forgetting that we breathe through lungs now and not gills or something like that too. That's what I've heard. It was apparently because we used to live in water until all the animals came, from water, and then it came to land through different, evolutionary organisms. And apparently, because of that, we had to evolve lungs. Well, we actually evolved lungs before we left the water, but especially if you have to permanently live on water, your lungs would have had to take full priority over, gills. Because obviously, if you have gills and you're living on land, that's not going to be, it's not going to be a good thing. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, that nigga look, just look at him. It's a Chad. That's a Chad. No, he's a Chad. You're not. He's a Chad. You're a cool guy. No. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends. If I need more vision, then I just bump that bitch. If I'm in at least a trial, it's all the way out, so I can see AOEs and get the fuck out the way. But to the story, I want to have a little bit close. Especially my chat of a human. Obviously, that bitch just throw a snowball at me, motherfucker. You coming through here? Oh, I just walked right through the motherfucker. And then here you get to. Yeah, it's just referring as restricted at this point. Which I need, because obviously we play games for the looks. Yeah, fuck no, bro. Totally, dude. What'd you say? King, we're not gonna do this. I didn't. King, we're not gonna do this right now. King. I'ma beat your ass. I played Black Desert. I don't play Black Desert. Don't do that. don't do that. What you trying to get out of this, King of Fire? What's going on? I'm just here on Fashion Souls. I just don't do it because I don't play the game. No, you see, nah, I don't. I mean, shit, you know, you add more reasons to the fire. No, it ain't even a challenge. But Smite's easy, first of all. And second of all, it's not even a challenge. It's just that Smite's easier than Dark Souls. Because all you gotta do is press a button. I don't have to dodge and Smite. I can just literally sit back behind another person and then throw abilities down my keyboard. Dark Souls, I at least have to dodge or block or parry. I ain't blocked. Dodge. Yeah, I just move in a circle while someone else is aggroing the enemy and attack it. Listen, but the point is, it's not the difficulty of Dark Souls. That's not the problem. The problem is I just don't have an interest in it at all. No, I just don't have a interest in it at all. I'll see, a lot of people be telling me that too, and I don't disagree with you. I went through a phase where I didn't play single player games. When I didn't play single player games. Because I played single player games. Let me keep talking. You are king. And you can walk around the end game, you can have cool loot, but I just wouldn't care because Final Fantasy, what got me to Final Fantasy was not the story. That's not what got me. Now, it's an extension of the game, and I fucking love the story now that I understand, you know, some things that are going on, but that's not what drew me into it. What drew me into it, same with League, is the aesthetic. So, like, seeing all the different people walk around with their different abilities, cool gear, outfits, everything, and then have the world feel so... King, listen. The problem though is that if it was exactly like Final Fantasy, if it was exactly like those other games, then I would have liked it more. Yet I just don't. I played with King, and I think King's a good teacher. We played some co-op and wearing some stuff, and then after a while, I was just like, I'm not bored, but like it's just, I'm not. And you did, and I felt the exact same thing about this game, and you did. But it's still just... I want to say this without offending Dark Souls. It felt pale in comparison to how I felt when in the Final Fantasy world. Because it just feels bigger. Now, obviously, that's because the Final Fantasy MMO, and that's not an MMO, that's like an RPG, so obviously, MMO is supposed to be bigger. But that helps the Final Fantasy experience. For me. Because there's a reason I'm playing this one, but I didn't play any of those other single-player Final Fantasy games or RPG Final Fantasy games. Because the MMO is what drew me to Final Fantasy. If Final Fantasy did have an MMO in the title, and no one said it was an MMO, I promise you I probably wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't. No, it's not the name. It's the feeling. I like MMOs because you get big. You know, the world feels so alive with all the different players running around at the same time, and so it just feels so cool. King, that's a shadow, nigga. I want to see you. Is that? And Is that? And so. It's one of those games where it's like, before I even get to the story, I'd have to play the game, right? So I'd have to enjoy the gameplay that's presented to me. And I just don't have an interest or even enjoy. I don't hate the gameplay, but I don't have an interest or even enjoy the gameplay itself. A. I don't have the same feeling from clapping people on a game as you might have, cause like you like with Overwatch, for instance, you played ranked and you were a lot more competitive with it than I ever was because I just didn't care. Well, it wasn't even good. Like the game was good too, but I never played the competitive. I literally just played like a couple games with people. And people said the exact same thing to be about Smite, but there's one problem with that, and that I actually have to call it. I actually have to try, more than usual, in order to try to win the game. Because if I queue up a rank match where it actually matters if I win or lose, then obviously I really want to win. But in order to do that, I have to call out. I have to do rotations. I have to I mean, it probably was easier in Overwatch, but I don't do it in Smite. I did. Do. It's very retarded. That's a good point, big fella. Yeah, because I can at least agree that Smite is a bad game, where I don't think Dark Souls is a bad game. I think Dark Souls just isn't a game for me. Yes, you can. That's the reason the game is so much. Yes, in fact, there's options for it, so you can do duo with just one. I know you could. You can just do duo with just one or two people, or you can do what's it called? I forgot the exact name of it, with 3 to 5 people. The options there, yeah, and ranked, in casual you can ban. I mean, like, it's just, come on, people, like, I'm not talking about you particularly, but just everybody. Like, the game is just better. Exactly, right. So it's like, if you can't play it, I don't fault you for that. If you have the ability to play it but don't, then you're just kind of retarded. But King, you're not retarded. King, you're not retarded. You're not, King, because you're playing this one. See, if you play this one, then I give you a pass, because I think this game is better than League, so you get a pass. But if you playing Genshin, then yeah, you gotta, I don't know about that, Chief. Final Fantasy is a better game than League of Legends. You're right, I do, but I can't ignore a game, but I don't ignore game flaws. I don't. A game has a flaw, I'm gonna call it out. That's just how it is. A flaw in Final Fantasy? I wish that you could edit more with the character creator, but if we're talking about like strictly flaw, so like strictly problem, and not just nitpick, then it's probably... A, the subscription. B, and I know I heard your opinion for it, and I do think like that is relevant, but I just can't ever accept that when every other game I've ever played, I didn't have to do that. So A, the subscription. I don't have a problem with the price of all the other stuff, but I just don't like the fact that you have to do a subscription to it. So that's A. B, I think the tutorial is not good enough. So where they show you or put up little pop-ups on the screen, I don't think it's good enough. I think you need more. But am I supposed to go this way? Yeah, you need a more detailed tutorial, because I think Final Fantasy's one of its flaws, which is the same flaw in MOBAs, but I feel like it's a little bit different, because I feel like that's kind of the norm for a MOBA. Where I think MMO, there's a lot to do. I think that's the norm for an MMO, is that there's so much to do and so much grinding you have to do. but I don't think it has to be. The tutorial should just be better, because I think it shies away a lot of people, or like more in depth, whatever word is used for it. Because I think it shies away a lot of people from playing the game. Because I think if the tutorial was better, I probably would have been playing, a longer time ago. And I think some other people might have too. Okay. Yeah. 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 Subscription. Mm-hmm. The tutorial. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Well, I hear you, but I do have two more counters to both of the things you just said. The first one is that I feel like, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember the Novice Network being mentioned like super early on. Like at the tab popping up and telling you, yeah. And to add to that, I think that should be one of the first little things that pop up to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, if you have any more questions, here's a Novice Network and here's a thing showing you. So that should be like in the beginning tour where if you click on something and explain something. So I think that one of those should be on there with the Novice Network and pointing you in the direction of that thing for that part. And then for the other part, I think that I do see your point with the subscription because that does add a lot more money to it, and not every person goes to the online store. So I think that what they could do for people that, and I feel like by doing both of these things, they would, like, obviously they have a good healthy player base right now, but I think that would expand and they'd have even more players if they, instead of completely getting rid of the subscription, what if they have it to where how Elder Scrolls has theirs, to where after you buy the game, you can play the game for free, but the subscription gives you certain benefits and bonuses. That is not necessary for you to play the game if you already bought, you know, any of the expansion packs or the game itself, and you can still play. But the subscription is there that it give you added benefits and bonuses. What those are, I can't think of right now on the spot, or what those would be. But I feel like they would be, you know, good enough to incentivize you to do that, but you don't have to do that in order to actually experience the rest of the game. I think if they did both of those, that would help those newer people who are a little confused, that don't know what the Novice Network yet is, or, you know, don't have another person to explain it to them, as well as those people that, even if $50 isn't much asking, some people really are, you know what I'm saying, on the lower end, you know, to where they have to spend it, you know, let's say they end up spending all on bills and they have none left over. You know, this will still allow them to play the game. They just won't get those extra benefits or bonuses that they would get from the subscription. But then if they happen to be more fortunate, you know, at some point, or let's say Christmas comes around and they're like a younger individual and their allowances isn't enough, they now have this, you know, and now like, oh, okay, so now I can get this, and now I can do these, you know, X things, or I can get these X things in the game because now I have the subscription. So just enough to make it to where to still incentivize players to do it, so that it still looks, you know, really nice, right? So that people would still be inclined to do it, and most people probably still would because they, you know, have the money. But at least it would help those other players that don't have that. Because I was talking to London, and he was confused at the start. With certain of the pops that would pop up, and then some of the things that didn't pop up, and he didn't understand, and he didn't like the idea of that subscription thing. So that, you know, brought to my attention, you know, what if they did this instead? Was like an alternative and not, you know, completely cutting it away or nothing like that. Because I think it does benefit to the overall of what they got to offer. I see it as like a helper. That, okay, you worked really hard on this DLC and we sold it and we made really good, but you do have some people who are getting subscriptions, so now we get more money to invest it back into the game. Hey, King. I'm going to sleep. Yes. Wait, what? No, because you presented the logical points and instead of just completely no. No. That's exactly. I feel like it's free to have a person's opinions. I think that unless, so like every person can obviously, everything you have can be an opinion, but I don't have to agree with it, you know. Or maybe I took what you said and then thought of another way that they could do it, because I don't think they're necessarily bad. I think they're actually good systems that can have the game, and the subscription can be a good thing to benefit. I'm just so turned off by it just because most games, you know, that I've ever played, I didn't, you know, do that. So that was, at least for barrier of entry of me getting into the game, that was one of the things that had turned me off from the thing. Granted, at that time we still had a free trial, but I think it was a little bit different. It wasn't all the way to 60 like this one is. Okay, yeah, so it was 50, which I think was still a pretty good tutorial. I mean, a pretty good, like, you know, a length of time to see if you liked it or not. And I'm glad that they added. Man, somebody like you as a person. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people are. Yeah. Like, I don't know how to put it. Yeah. No, I'm saying I don't. Like I can't expand more on it until, like, unlike what I can explain. But you understood it, though? What I was thinking? Okay. You did? It's funny, he might actually do it. That's just funny. I think it'd be really good to show that to him, to give an extra helping hand on top of showing some stuff, like say, hey bro, like, you know what I'm saying, if you have any questions, you know, type in here, you know, someone will be glad to help you out, because they're not wrong. They're actually not lying to you if they tell you that someone would actually be glad to help you out, because people actually will. Most dudes don't. If you complain about toxicity in this game, yeah, you need to grow a pair. I mean, bro. He's like, bro, you suck as a healer. Yeah, I'm listening. I think more. I think they could do more if they did it that way. I don't know though. Yeah. I don't think it should be, you know, like they exactly. So I don't think it should be pay to win.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The high houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thornton and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this.
Yeah, I think it will be a serious debate to have right now, because it's like...
I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster
Yeah,
to breach
it would definitely be a crazy endeavor to do right now. I think the most that they could do right now is you know, maybe come out with, what is it? So what are we at? Are we at $12.99 for the base? Okay, so that's 13.
The unmistakable scent of heresy.
So it was... Yeah. What's up, King?
We have here the honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats.
I have something to add to that. As I think, especially at that point, you know, they realize, you know, that we're getting a lot more people in, a lot more people are really getting positive feedback, a lot more people loving our game. You know, they know at this point that they probably can raise it a little bit because they're still going to get so many more people because they're doing well. Because, like, I feel like if it launched, especially after, like, the disastrous launch of the first version, that if they launched and it was like, hey, bro, you got to pay $15 a month, that would have been bad. That would have been... Oh, this is lit. That would have been...
Well, so happens. I've got irons of my own.
I watched the video. It wasn't on the upcoming to Square Enix. It was with Final Fantasy. It was Final Fantasy information. What's up, King?
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when called.
Jeez. And it was the final, as in they thought it might be their final game.
Toys could hurt someone.
Well, this is lit. That man kicked somebody down the thing.
Right there!
Yeah, I think it would be kind of hard to go back now. I think the most that they would ever do, or ever probably could do and get away with it, is somehow making an even cheaper subscription. I mean, like probably to like $10 for, I don't know, for just a super I can't play something. But other than that, you said what? I'm in an instance.
You disgust me.
Just like maybe probably the 10 for those super broke people. You know what I mean? And I didn't even say that to be mean. They might. I don't think there's any shame in it if as long as you're like doing, you know, something to help out. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, bro.
Bear witness.
Most definitely.
Leone, guide my sword.
So you're not even helping your mother out or your dad. That's wild. Yeah, or something, or like, hey, okay, I'm gonna cover the groceries while I stay here. I mean, that's something. I mean, granted, that's probably a lot of shit if you look where I'm at. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I mean, at that point, you basically paying rent, or like, you know what I'm saying, or like, okay, I pay for our dinners, you know, once a week, and as well as I do chores around the house. Perfect, bro. They might. I think if they do that, bro, WoW's dead, bro. I mean, it's already there, but like if they come out with a new DLC that they've been hyping up and make the shit cheaper, come on now, you. That too. You said what? What'd you say, Trash Man? Oh, word? Are they hardcore PvPers? Because those are the only people I know that still play that game. Have they been playing it for 15 years? Oh, okay. Have you told them about Final Fantasy? I mean, you probably didn't, because you... Have you told them? What they say? They said, no, they said, are they like you and they like, oh, it's a fucking Wii game, and they're not even gonna try it.
Deserved reputation indeed.
I've met people. I've met people, bro. Or some people in people chat. They're actually furry. Who is this nigga?
Lucky bastard.
And people keep saying Final Fantasy looks worse, and I'm like, bro, what? Nigga, have you seen the 2D? Like, come on, bro. That's what they were saying. I'm like, bro, like, what are y'all talking about? They're like, well, the WoW aesthetic. Nigga, have you seen that building? You see the house, right? You can't make out the wood or bricks. It's a solid brown.
They came to the Temple Knights headquarters.
Yeah. Yeah. You cannot say it graphically looks better. You can't say that, bro.
Then the Heavens Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to
Minecraft the art, come on now, bro. Yeah.
Bolster in the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
On the versions that work, we have to add a little disclaimer. On the versions that work, it looks way better than... Oh, okay, I didn't hear you say that.
Persuaded me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he?
I've seen that before. But World of Warcraft isn't modded like that.
Your passion moved me.
I did. It was lit.
That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters.
I don't have a problem with that. I just get bored of this shit. Niggas was like, damn, I'm really over grinding for this diamond. I can do the same thing in art, but I can also do all this other shit. I mean, obviously with mods you could, but the people that I played, like, they only played the base game, and I was like, bro, like, this is, come on now. It's not fun. It's not fun for me. Yeah, I like the concept. I just didn't like. I feel like just with base Minecraft, I can't do it. With mods, oh yeah, because there's everything. Yeah, I can see it, at least with Ark, you know, they came out with DLC that added a whole bunch more content, where Minecraft got like smaller updates that added dolphins and shit. I mean, nothing against that, but I mean, that's it? Over 10 years? They should add more to those players that, you know, don't play on PC. But I guess... I'm a streamer for two, damn.